Utah Technical College at Salt Lake, founded in 1948, is the largest two-year public college in Utah. The main campus at 4600 South Redwood Road offers 56 instructional programs to a student body of 8,000. The college operates with a staff and faculty of 400. Our downtown campus is located at 4th South and 6th East in Salt Lake City. It offers 11 adult training programs and 9 youth training programs to approximately 3,000 people each year. Most of these students are disadvantaged and sponsored by federal, state, or private funding. The purpose of this presentation is to provide you with a summary of our 1984 through 86 capital facilities request. This year's request is divided into 10 project areas. Number 1, a 204-stall parking lot and connecting road. Number 2, administrative building, structural concrete and face brick repair. Number 3, construction trades building, seismic reinforcement. Number 4, downtown campus phase 1, demolition, upgrade seismic, and renovate basement. Number 5, business building, furnishings and equipment. Number 6, renovation of existing facilities, ongoing major maintenance. Number 7, replace campus concrete. Number 8, parking lot overlay. Number 9, classroom furniture. Number 10, facilities and purchasing building. For the next several minutes, we invite you to a visual tour of our college campuses to get a better idea of our capital facilities needs. Priority 1, parking lot and connecting road, $448,000. A comprehensive transportation study by Wayne Van Wagner and Associates in 1979 tells us that the Redwood Road campus has an average of 1,100 vehicles entering and leaving each hour, which means 11,600 vehicle trips each day. Current traffic levels have significantly increased since 1979. This means that students driving about 1,500 vehicles onto campus each day hunt for parking spaces that are just not there. Our new business building, when it is completed, will eliminate an additional 142 parking spaces, compounding a problem that has produced many accidents, injuries to persons, and poor relations between the college and our neighbors. The college will this summer provide a drainage system, bring in fill and road base, and then grade and compact those materials for 204 parking stalls. We ask the state to fund curb, gutter, landscaping, lighting, and 3 inches of asphalt for the parking lot, and build the east section of the North Perimeter Road. We also ask that the state reimburse the college for engineering fees and base construction costs. The road provides access to the parking areas and decreases traffic in the center of campus. Priority 2, administration building, structural concrete, and face brick repair, $80,000. The administration building at the Redwood Road campus is, in the opinion of the consulting structural engineers, in a very serious condition of deterioration in certain structural members. They report that delays in correcting the problem will unquestionably result in a much higher cost of repair and increased danger to life and property. Water has permeated the structural concrete, causing rust growth on the reinforcing bars, which has split the concrete. Much of the damaged areas are unobservable from the exterior of the building. The damaged concrete allows water to permeate adjoining concrete and steel reinforcement geometrically until, if left unchecked, the structure will fail. Damaged beams carry the larger burden for the exterior masonry walls. The bond between the masonry and the structure has already failed. The face brick on the east of the main tower has slipped 3/4 of an inch, and the movement is continuing. A mild seismic shock could collapse these walls. We ask the state to fund the repairing of the concrete windowsills, cracks in the columns and beams, realignment and repair of the east masonry wall, demolition and repair of the west entry column, and the painting and sealing of all exposed concrete. Priority 3, construction trades building seismic reinforcement, $458,000. The college contracted with Reevely Engineers to work cooperatively with the original architects concerning the earthquake resistance of our construction trades building. They reported that the overall structure is inherently weak seismically, under torsional stress due to lack of symmetry, and critically deficient in structural strength. A tour of the building shows large cracks in columns. Floor cracks along the walls continue almost completely around the building. This piece of wood can be dropped through this floor unobstructed to the floor below. These double T beams support the roof. They are not tied structurally to the walls. If we should experience even a moderate earthquake, the construction trades building would collapse. We are asking the state to fund the seismic reinforcement of this building. Priority 4. Downtown Campus Remodel Phase 1. Demolition, upgrade seismic, and renovate basement. $889,000. The college has occupied the downtown campus since 1952. These buildings were formerly occupied by Troy Laundry. Years ago, the garage building, facing 4th South, served the laundry as a wagon garage. The next building to the south was a livery stable. The eastern portion of the old main building, constructed in 1910, has been determined to be structurally unsafe and no longer conforms to fire, safety, or handicapped access codes. Their continued use entails significant risk to users in the event of an earthquake. On the other hand, the consultants say these buildings are beyond the possibility of upgrading and modernization. Some people have suggested that these old buildings be torn down and that the programs in the downtown campus be moved to the Redwood Road campus. There was some study of that idea. The resulting comments from social agencies, students, and the Board of Regents was unified and clear. To preserve the values and social benefits of the present Skills Center functions, the programs should be retained at the 4th South and 6th East location. The college would like the state to fund the demolition of the east end of the old main building, upgrade the seismic structural characteristics of the remaining buildings, and renovate the basement of the west end of the main building to replace functions lost because of the demolition. Priority 5. Business building furnishings and equipment. $466,000. Funding for the business building, as established by the Utah State Board of Regents and funded by the 1983 legislature, did not include monies for equipment and furnishings. Movable equipment and furnishings include essential desks, chairs, carrels, and tables for instructional purposes. The recent divestiture of AT&T and the formation of numerous Bell operating companies dictate the necessity of purchasing our own telephone equipment. It used to be that when a building neared completion, we called the telephone company and had them install the phones. Today, we must buy the wire, Bell-operated box, cables, appliances, and pay for the installation of all these devices. These are major expenses that the college is unable to fund. Priority 6. Renovation of existing facilities, ongoing major maintenance, $130,000. Some of our buildings and equipment are feeling the result of years of heavy use by a growing student body. The listed projects are numerous and have been identified by the college community through a system of tactical plans which were generated to enhance instruction or limit future expenditures. Here are a few examples of our needs. These upholstered chairs, installed in 1967, show their threadbare fabric. Some have holes in them. Other chairs on campus have broken parts that could be replaced to restore their usefulness. Carpeting in many areas is wearing thin, tearing apart or pulling loose from walls and floors. For safety reasons alone, they should be replaced. A collapsible wall separates a rather noisy gymnasium from what should be a quiet work area for second-year graphic arts students. The gymnasium, including the wall, needs to be sound insulated. This large room is divided by an ill-fitting and very thin folding wall. Students meeting one instructor can hear the instructor in the adjacent room, as well as their own. This wall should be soundproofed. We have two very large rooms, which could be divided into 3 or 4 very usable classrooms. Without the divisions, they each accommodate a single class. Priority 7. Replace campus concrete, $14,000. Concrete walkways and steps all over campus are settling, deteriorating, and causing numbers of falls and inconveniences. They are potentially dangerous legally both to the college and to the state of Utah. We have had injuries, but no legal action against us thus far. This driveway approach leads to the heavy-duty mechanics lab. You can see how it has settled 6 3/8 inches, making its use by vehicles impossible. This exposed aggregate near the metals building is disintegrating and settling in many areas. You can see how this whole segment rocks back and forth as people walk over it. This walkway at the main entrance to the administration building has created a dangerous safety hazard. We placed a trash receptacle over the worst part to keep people from falling. The walkway between the metal trades building and the automotive building is separating in the middle, with a gradually widening seam. This crack is now 1 1/2 inches wide and growing wider. These steps, part of the metal trades building, are dangerous and cannot be safely used by the public or employees of the college. We would like the state of Utah to fund the replacement of these deteriorating sections of concrete. Priority 8. Parking lot overlays, $167,000. Although we use funds collected from the sale of parking permits to maintain our parking areas, these lots deteriorate at a faster rate than these funds can pay for them. Preventative maintenance is provided on a regular basis, but some of our parking areas have not been resurfaced in 17 years. Resurfacing is very much less expensive than replacing the asphalt altogether. We have already discussed how heavily our parking lots are used. Lots A, F, and O on the Redwood Road campus, and Lot A on the downtown campus can be repaired by applying a 2-inch asphalt overlay. This will preserve these parking areas for a number of years. Cracks in the surface of our parking areas have been filled with a crack-sealed tar-like material that becomes soft and sticky in warm weather and sticks to shoes and car tires. Priority 9. Classroom furniture, $32,000. Increasing enrollments, normal deterioration through continued use, and limited funding for repairs and replacement have left our buildings significantly short of essential classroom furniture. The flexible nature of our programs often require that classrooms be set up for a time in a location not generally used for that class. When these situations arise, we take furniture from one classroom and move it to another location. There is virtually no extra chairs, desks, tables, or bookcases available anywhere on campus to take care of these special but commonly reoccurring needs. This is a one-time request to restore the furniture on both campuses to a minimum level, making our classroom space useful to a larger number of students. Priority 10. Facilities and Purchasing Building, $3,358,000. Utah Technical College at Salt Lake has grown 222% since 1969. During that period of growth, the college has not expanded physical spaces for purchasing, storage, and many other related services. This situation keeps the college from purchasing in large, cost-efficient quantities because warehouse spaces are too restricted. Presently, support activities personnel, shops, and offices are scattered all around campus. The construction of a new building would group the functions of security, campus planner, purchasing, maintenance, warehousing, inventory control, motor pool, and related administration together for increased efficiency and future growth. You have been watching this summary of the 1984 through 86 Capital Facilities Request from Utah Technical College at Salt Lake. To quickly review our 10 projects, they are: number 1, a 204-stall parking lot and connecting road; number 2, administrative building, structural concrete and face brick repair; number 3, construction trades building, seismic reinforcement; number 4, downtown campus phase 1, demolition, upgrade seismic, and renovate basement; number 5, business building, furnishings and equipment; number 6, renovation of existing facilities, ongoing major maintenance; number 7, replace campus concrete; number 8, parking lot overlay; number 9, classroom furniture; number 10, facilities and purchasing building. Thank you for giving your attention to the facilities request from Utah Technical College at Salt Lake. We welcome your visit to our campus for further consideration of these projects.